Merger coming. Shares of Campbell's Soup, a piping hot trade in today's down market, and reports a merger may be in the works. So what is next for the staple space? Our Bob Pisani's at the NYSE with the latest. Hi, Bob.
Hello, Melissa. Hey, can mergers save consumer staples? Something's got to. The sector's in a secular, that means long-term decline. We're down 10% this year alone, thanks to the success of Amazon, the lower value of brand names in general, and just higher commodity costs. But expect to hear a lot more merger talk, like today's story about Kraft Heinz for Campbell. Here's the problem that I've got with all this. You can talk all you want until you're blue in the face about synergies when you buy these companies, but don't kid yourself. You cannot combine two companies that are experiencing slow or negative growth and suddenly magically create some kind of high growth company that's going to get an amazing multiple. You can't. Campbell's earnings have been declining for several years. You can see it right here. Analysts, everybody's aware of this. That's why Stifel's analyst Christopher Grau told clients this morning, and I'm quoting from him, while Campbell's Soup no doubt brings significant synergies to Kraft Heinz, we don't believe it has the international presence and growing categories necessary to justify an acquisition by the company. All right, so who does have any international presence and some growth? Remember, Kraft Heinz, remember that deal last year? They went to Unilever. They were going to lock up Unilever. They turned them down. They didn't get the price they wanted. Unilever did. They rejected it, but it got the market a lot more excited about much bigger deals, global deals, and soup is not growing and it's not global enough. Other big tie-ups that might excite the market, Stifel says, Mondelez maybe with them, PepsiCo, even a privately held company like Mars. Smaller deals are also floating around. There was a report, remember, on Friday, Pilgrim's Pride might bid for the protein unit of Hain Celestial. There have been reports that Conagra has approached Pinnacle Foods about a potential deal for some of its frozen food brands. Well, now here's an idea that might work. Frozen foods, Melissa, one of the few real growth spots in the food area. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Bob Pisani at the New York Stock Exchange. So are deals, or possible deals, a reason to buy the staples at a time when the markets are a little bit more volatile? You might be looking for some safety. Is that a reason?
If they were really cheap, I'd say yes, but they're not. So I don't think it is. I mean, for all the reasons he cited, there's a lot of sort of secular pressure here that, you know, I don't see it abating in the near term. And, you know, if you look at something like P&G, that is not cheap at all. And all those pressures are there. I don't know what Nelson Peltz could do. I think I'll try to cut costs, but cost cutting, as Bob also said, isn't usually the way to get to the promised land.
Right. So speaking of deals, we thought we'd play a little matchmaker.
I love this.
Consumer staple style. Each of our traders will pick two names they think would be a perfect match. So, Tim, why don't you kick things off?
Well, in a similar vein, I think General Mills, which has been on its knees for almost 2 years, I think they get bought by Walmart. I think the Amazon domination means consolidation in the sector. I think there's synergies in terms of their retail presence, but these products, Walmart could sell internally as their own brand and grow that way. I like this trade. I think it's, you know, it's 10th of the market cap of Walmart. Why not?
Why would Walmart need a General Mills?
Why would they need a General Mills? I mean, if they want to get into the brands business, why wouldn't they need it? I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Valuations are probably such where if you want to compete, if you want to take on Amazon, I guess, at their own game, you need to sort of bolster up your bench, and that's a way of doing it, I guess.
Amazon's not buying General Mills.
No, they're not.
So then why, if you want to be an Amazon, and you want to do your own, if you want to do private label,
their own private labels, so why doesn't Walmart just beef up private label?
Why buy a branded and make it a private label?
Because, first of all, I think there's overlap. They also have convenience stores. General Mills has, you know, a bunch of businesses like Walmart could roll up, and actually there could be some accretion and some savings there. But, yeah, I think these are actually brands that people really want. I think Walmart could actually do benefit by doing this, and I think they need to grow. And I think they're Walmart, and I think they could dominate this space if they wanted to.
Karen.
Yes.
You're matching?
I'm matching Hain and Nestle. And the reason there's sort of a catalyst today, which is the Irwin Simon, they're looking for a new CEO. That is a very good time if you're interested in buying a company to lob in a bid because, you know, it's vulnerable. There isn't a new CEO yet. Someone hasn't started their tenure. So this is one that I think could happen. The negative is maybe it's a little too small.
Hain is too small.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, people want to buy, but companies want to buy bulk, right? They want to make big acquisitions that make a difference.
Right.
Conagra, Pinnacle. Bob mentioned it. That's the match that I would look at. But I think it's worthy of a mention when you look at Kraft Heinz. Go back when that deal was originally done. If I told you what that deal price was, it's down 10% from originally that deal getting done. So I think this is in secular decline. You can get a pop, short-term pop, but ultimately the staples are probably a sell.
Guy.
This was talked about in the spring, but I could see a merger of Target and Kroger. It's not a stretch to think that maybe if they want again take on Amazon, for these guys and gals to get together. I mean, Target hired an ex-Kroger person, I believe. Somebody named, I want to say his name was Jeff Burt. So it's not that much of a stretch. They've talked about doing a partnership with Shipt. So you could see them getting together to try to make Target stronger in the food and to take on Amazon in the space.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.